As James May would say, I was the first to arrive.
Or was he?
Yeah.
Not if he's in a larder in wherever they were, Croatia.
His latest video.
He'd definitely be the last to
latest
arrive.
video, but on his one of his recent videos that was posted a month ago, where he races the New York subway.
Him on a bike.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen it. James May has his own YouTube channel, James May's Planet Gym, and he does a brilliant old-style Top Gear video where he races from Battery Park to Central Park. He's on a push bike, and Lucy, his social media person, takes the subway. And who wins? Well, you boys, if you've not seen it, you're going to have to watch it to find out.
I haven't seen this. James May plus bicycle.
James May.
They should really be racing a tortoise.
Well, the thing is the subway quicker than 7 miles, I think it is, on a bike?
Well, I assume that's the point of the video.
That is the point of the video.
Maybe
it's very much like
missed
the
the
old
point.
style Top Gear videos where we know it's going to be close.
It's like the point of this video is James May goes on a bike and his assistant goes on the tube, and then they meet up and have lunch.
Yeah.
So Sue, James May is a former host of Top Gear / The Grand Tour.
The one with long hair who talks about steam engines.
Yeah,
and
he's
old
basically the
motorcycles.
Mark of Top Gear.
That's the better way around to think of it.
It is, yeah, exactly. I didn't say Mark was the James May of our podcast, but
The
no,
highly
he's
intelligent member of the team.
exactly. And he's really
Case
like
in
Mark's a
point.
really intelligent guy. He runs his own gym company now. He also has the pub that Milo and myself frequented a
Is it
couple of times.
Mark didn't tell us he owned a pub.
No,
You
Where's your
pub,
pub, Marky?
well, you've done the pub quiz at it. You've been there a few times.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the dog
in,
in.
Yeah, I frequented this pub as well. On my pub.
Ah,
I
it's because
frequented
we
my
always
pub.
do pub quizzes in it. We don't go for a drink in there. That's the problem.
Wow, you need to spend. A
Do
bit
you
more
actually
money.
serve drinks in your pub?
I've offered it before, but you guys have just said I want to do a quiz and then get out of here. So it's
Well,
We're
it's generally
missing
the way it
out,
goes,
Vassar.
isn't it, to be fair.
you got into flying off to Stonehenge after you've been at my pub. Right.
You know,
You
every
guys can't
time
get enough of that.
I'll say every time. Every time I go to Stonehenge, I go to his pub, but it is actually true.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not so difficult.
Thinking about it, in Top Gear, he was Captain Slow. But do you remember when the Grand Tour started, they couldn't use the term Captain Slow?
Yes, amongst
Became
other things
Mr.
they
Slowly.
couldn't use. Oh, that was the Italians. Mr. Slowly was the Italian James May.
Well, Francesco.
They had to change his name to, what was it, Dingleberry Hand Pump.
Coming up this week, are you being catfished? Do you have 100 friends? And Milo's like, no. And how much is in your wallets because they want your money? Welcome back to the Incense Podcast. This is episode 237. And before we get going, it is time to...
Slap on the incense, boys. It's time to go.
That's right, I'm Ian Wardfall, and with me, as always, we have Masterful 27, Captain Slow, and Jeremy Whitfield. Welcome, trainers, into the Incense Podcast.
And Vassar the hamster, waterfall.
Let's just get this clear.
Hamster.
For the last 4.5 years, you guys have basically been treating me like Richard Hammond is treated by Clarkson and May.
Well, it's not difficult. We have to look down at you.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
I'm always feeling sorry for the Hammond there, but Ian's just called me Captain Slow, so I'm a bit like, yeah, there you are, Ian, have it.
And I'll have you both know,
I'm
I am
looking
not a
down at you,
fluffer.
Ian. Hold on.
Oh, my God. Good job you're wearing some trousers.
Yeah.
I was worried where he was going with that
It's
shot.
not the Patreon content, Mark. Hold back.
No, but it will be real at some point.
Yeah. I didn't do a Milo. But hey, we're here. We didn't miss a week. Panic over, everyone. We're
Are you
here.
surprised?
Probably not.
I'm going to say something to you. Yours two master plan about, let's say we're going to miss a week and we'll see how many people message us.
Noise.
We've had one message.
I've had 3 people get in contact with me about it. And they
I
said,
had a riot of people protesting outside my front door. Not about
That's just
that.
Francesco Mars saying, no, you are taking a week off.
And
It's for real.
and as we record it, it is only Tuesday. The show's only been out 48 hours, so let's all just calm down a bit. We know our just picks up 4 days down the line, as we know.
4 days, 4 weeks.
We'll let you know next week if anybody did notice.
We still have listeners on the first 100 episodes.
Woohoo! There we go. That's how we rock and roll. That is how we rock and roll. But no, I mean, joke aside, we are here. We don't do things like I do, Ian. We don't miss weeks.
I certainly don't, but I don't know how you could say that since you're not going to be here next week.
First time in over a year, which is scary.
It's infrequent, but we do miss weeks, Mark.
We do. But hey, Ian's the staple. I think when Ian misses a week, that could be when the glue starts to peel. We'll be like, uh-oh. No.
I think so. But while we're talking and getting to catch up, because we don't speak to each other every single day, all day, if you have caught anything decent in the last week, if you've caught anything decent while you're listening to this show, post it on socials, X, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, using the hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Could you clarify the spelling?
I don't know if I should. Should I?
I think you shouldn't, Ian. What do you think, Milo?
Right. Okay,
Well, he never misses a week, so he's Mr. Consistent.
Oh.
Hashtag SHUTUPMILO.
And we're only going to be reading posts with that particular hashtag for next week. Make it happen, people.
Do it. Do it now. So, boys, how's the game been for you guys in the last 7 days? We've had a couple of bits and bobs, and Milo's favourite type of event, the Go Rocket Takeover, happened. That was a thing.
That's pushing it a little bit. I mean, I like them, you know. They are
okay. Let me
nice.
rephrase. Let me rephrase. Milo's favourite type of event happened over the weekend, and that was the Go Battle weekend.
Oh, I wish I hadn't pushed that.
Too late.
Actually, on the note of that, it will lead into the whole thing with the World Championships and the quest for the Varsity Jacket Pikachu and everything. But should we play an impromptu flex game? I've got an idea.
Let's do it.
Flex it up, flex it up.
After all the quests and all the World Championships GBL shenanigans, what was your baguette ranking? What's your GBL
I'll
rank
go first,
now?
because I don't even need to look at my phone. I finished on rank 2.
So you did 3 quests a maximum?
I did 9 battles.
No,
I did 10 battles. I literally just did the bare minimum to get through the research.
Oh, yes, the Elite Charge TN.
Mm-hmm. Another one for the stack that I'm never going to use.
Exactly, they just sit there, don't they?
Come on, I don't know. I think Mark will probably have done less GBL than you. So, Marky.
I am on rank 5.
A valiant effort, sir.
I'm
Not
actually
as valid as my effort. I did what I had to do and got out.
I actually was doing it for the Pikachu encounters, the 5
Yeah.
GBL encounters.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, but yeah, rank 5. I'm happy with that, and I'm
good.
And I'm 4 out of 5 battles played on my current set, so I might even be rank 6 by the end of them. Who knows?
Wow.
Stranger things happen.
Get it done on the show tonight. That'd be quality.
That would be, wouldn't
So we
it?
got to rank 8. So, Master Lexus rank 9.
Nice.
Whitfield, can you beat these people?
I'm sure we can.
You guys are going to absolutely love this. I got to rank 16.
But we know you love GBL and you closet go, oh no, but you really low-key do.
It was jokes because I only won like a few battles. I was taking in 100 CP shinies, like just stupid stuff like Loutred or whatever
I
it
was going to go there.
Exploud, that was it.
I was going to go there. I actually tried. I took Mons in with decent CPs and battled. I didn't just go, oh, I'll put my 10 CPs in and let them all get annihilated in 2
No,
seconds.
see, 10 CPs is too easy. What you want to do, people, is what I did, which was find 100 CP shinies. So that anybody who is like faster trying to take it seriously can annihilate you in a second. But if you run into somebody running 10 CP shinies, you can annihilate them in maybe 3 seconds.
Or they can annihilate you.
If there's some lag or weak connect. The amount of times I saw weak connection was just ridiculous. Like, the battle hasn't even started. It's going 3, 2, 1. It already gives you weak connection. You're like, What's the point?
Yeah, but you know
Seriously.
why?
Guys, we've actually got a winner in the chat,
Ooh.
and I am actually proud of Kerry for getting to
Rank
the
zero.
grand total of rank 0.
How did
Kerry,
the Pikachu grind go?
we salute you, Kerry. Yeah.
There were other
all
options
of
for
the Pikachu
tasks.
tasks were, but not all of the Pikachu tasks were battle 5 times.
No, but it definitely seemed to be, certainly for me, the most common.
Yeah, same.
Win a raid, which it was obviously 1 of 2, and there was power up a Pokemon 15 times.
Yeah. So burn your Stardust,
Yeah,
or
no,
try
waste
your
your
hand
time.
at a Honedge.
Or waste your time.
And he wouldn't
pretending
get
in
Yourself on
LA.
Honedge.
Milo doesn't like to
Yeah.
power up his 10 CP things. He's using them for GBL.
I burned so much Stardust. I burned like 3 million dust in the weekend.
How have you burnt 3 million dust,
I
Milo?
got some things to level 50.
Oh, well done.
You know.
Why?
Why?
I hope
Because why not? And it wasn't one of the Pokemon I powered up.
I hope people are tuning in, Milo, and watching your crusade to power up your level 50s.
No, because he doesn't
yes.
live stream it anymore.
No. Don't even put it in a video. What's the point?
Oh, Milo.
He just sits in the pub with a pint of Hawkstone and goes, you know what's going to be a good idea?
Yeah.
I'll power up my Regieleki. That's,
Oh,
that's what we'll
The
do.
Whiscash from 2.5 years ago.
Something
I
along
can
those
power that
lines.
one up.
Oh,
Ian, that's
dear.
funny. The Whiscash. The Whiscash.
Anyway, shall we? What was the event you were talking
yeah,
about to start with?
Taking over.
Yeah.
They're not. Does it go back? Or do you want to talk about the Rockets now?
Well, we can talk about the Rocket stuff. We can talk about the Go Battle weekend and the Shadow Kyogre shiny drop.
Yeah.
Oh yes, where to begin
So-
in that sea of awesomeness?
I will leave it to you to decide where to begin.
Let's carry on with the baguette shenanigans, shall we?
Yeah.
Because I love the jacket Pikachu for this year. It was a really cool costume.
Best design. I actually wanted the shiny of that bad boy.
Yes, absolutely. They have to try. That's why I was out grinding the quests and doing some of the raids. Didn't raid it crazily. I think they
Did
did
you
the
get the
Friday
shiny?
remotes. I got several shinies of it.
Nice.
I was happy with how many
Mark
shinies I
shaking
got.
his head. Go, no.
No, you can have one of mine.
Oh,
Mickey
no.
boy.
I got a shiny, but it's just when he goes, oh, I got 7 of them. I'm like, for flipping out. You can see.
Hang on, let me find out how many I got.
You can see what he does, can't you, Ian, all weekend? Jesus
I
Christ.
want to know where his money comes from.
Yeah.
YouTube
Sorry,
gig
I got
must be actually a
5.
good-
This is why I did the GBL, because it's free. It's perfectly free in the game to find 3 Battle 5 tasks and take in your 132 CP shiny Mighty Enna and let somebody else wipe the floor with you. It's a great user experience.
When I go up to the pearly gates and I look back at my life and I say to the bearded guy at the thing, I deserve to be here. I'm sure they're going to pull us on things like this and go, so you spent how much of your life putting 10 CP Pokemons into GBL?
They're going to look and say, so can you tell me your GBL rank for whatever season we're in? Is it like, I don't know, 18 or something at this point? You go,
So you need to be GBL rank 7 to get through these gates. Get out of it. Oh, no, you're all right, Milo, because you play it. But yeah, me and him would be screwed.
for once.
I'm pretty sure God isn't
A DJ.
John Hankey.
That's what the G stands for. Yeah. The God Beget League.
So Pikachu, I got a Pikachu. I got it in a research task.
Nice.
And it's a lovely design. And I did like the fact you didn't have to raid them, which is obviously
Yeah.
cost saving ahead of a.
My condolences to Nick. He didn't get one.
Are we expected that?
How did you do?
He
3?
tried.
Did you
bless
do
him.
3?
Yeah, he tried.
He was actually at Worlds, wasn't he?
Yeah. They had the backgrounds in
How
Worlds as
on
well.
earth do you not get one there?
I didn't get one. Do you remember Worlds in
Maybe
London?
we should ask him.
Yeah, but do you remember Worlds in London? I did all of the raids on both days and did all the research tasks. And I still haven't got a shiny London Pikachu from Worlds 22.
Worlds in London actually is still a little bit of a blur for me.
Blur of pizza and
I got
Well, we did
pizza
eventually
rage.
get the pizza. Like we started this story years ago. We did eventually get the pizza.
Yeah, but the problem is there's a post on X somewhere if you look back on the days. But yeah. Either way, I got pizza rage because I had a team full of content creators that all were after pizza. It never turned up, and I paid for all these pizzas, and we couldn't direct them to us, could we? And then we get to the hotel. This guy on a bike turns, we goes pizza, and I went flipping it about bloody time. You
It
remember?
is very true, but we
This
were
poor
in a
man
bar
at
that was in a
3:30 in
very
the morning.
difficult to access part of London.
Yeah, you have made me look like an absolute idiot. Thank you for that, biker man.
And we were new to the group back then.
We were. There's a picture on X somewhere. We've got like 8 pizzas on our bedroom side table. Me and Ian have got in the room.
you and Ian had a feast.
Well, we didn't because actually when it arrived, it wasn't that good a pizza.
It was awful. It was cold.
it wasn't going to be a good a pizza anyway.
All right, Milo.
4 in the morning.
Well, we ordered it at 11:30, so we'd hoped that it might have been all right.
That's why it's been on the road for 4 hours. Going around.
You'd have been on the subway on your way home when we found the pizza.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably delivered on a pedal bike, wasn't it? Or a flipping subway ride.
probably.
It was on a scooter, actually. The guy was on a scooter. I thought Mark was actually going back to Worlds, was it 2022?
22.
Yeah, I literally thought, and we don't endorse violence, but I actually thought Mark was going to knock the guy off his scooter when he arrived.
He made us look
Can't
silly.
blame him. Anything on 2 wheels.
He made us look silly, Ian. But like, look where we've come now. Look where we are now.
Yeah, we look silly without a piece of delivery guy making us that way.
We're memorable because of that. But yeah.
Anyway, we digress. So Mark got one, Milo got several, which could be any number, and
5.
I got one also.
Yes, Ian got one.
Fantastico. So it's
Actually,
a full house.
from it's often not often I shout people out, but from Mama Glass 1977, who finally got her account back.
Yes.
A week or two
Yes,
ago.
that is a
So,
deserved return of
Julia, that was
player's
just brilliant.
account.
Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. And like, that was a heartbreak, but now brilliant to be back. And thanks to everyone that kept the pressure on to get that resolved, because I think there's
necessary pressure.
a lot of teamwork there, which is what the community is all about. But yeah, so Ian got one, I got one, Milo's kind of got some, so that's good. So the first bit is a tick then. So we all got shiny Pikachu. That's a success.
But the difference between me and Milo is when I get the shiny, I don't feel the need just to keep going and go. I don't feel the need to be the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, he's got people
There's
around
a
him that
call back there. I
motivates
don't
him.
know if
I can
Milo will
imagine.
get
I'll
that.
shove some extra batteries behind, whatever. Keep me going.
Like suppositories.
Triple A's.
Yes.
Or D's. Oh, no one wants a D.
No, full on
D
9-volt
cell.
battery.
No one wants a D cell.
Jesus Christ. So, do we want to move on to the other bit
let's
of
do
the
it.
weekend?
Well, Milo says I should be leading this conversation on the show, but I'll let you carry on. You've done
You
very
should
well.
actually, Mark. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to go for the other?
Don't you start reversing now, Sunshine. I can hear
Come
the
on.
beeping.
The beeping of the 9-volt battery.
Exactly. So it sounds like the fire alarm that's slowly dying on your landing ceiling with that in it.
Oh, dear.
Goodness gracious.
Failing smoke alarm.
Oh, smoke alarm, that's the one. Oh, horrifying that when it wakes you in the middle of the night. But no, we digress again. And so another part of the event was Shadow Kyogre debuting with us over the weekend. Very much nice to have it. And with remote raid accessibility, a big part of the game now. Certainly an all-inclusive event. New shiny, the Shadow form. Probably the best colour palette you're going to get on a Shadow shiny, my opinion, in the game. Purple on purpley pink is
Looks good.
Very good combination.
Yeah.
And very, very useful Pokemon. Let's not forget that. So, guys, I got 2 Shadow Shiny Kyogres, which I was very satisfied with.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favourite podcast app now.
From about 9 raids, two from 9, maybe 2 from 10 raids, shinies.
You did
Shadows.
well. You did very well.
That must be a nice weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I played it for a lot less than what it sounds like you did, Milo. So I'm happy with that. 2 from 10.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Ian, how did you do on the...
Yes, the Vasafal.
I'm actually jaded because I'm seeing in the chat and I'm seeing what you guys are saying. I did 13 raids for Shadow Kyogre.
Nada.
Oh.
Nothing.
Nada.
Not a thing. RNG hated me, and we know Kyogre is actually one of my favourite Pokemon, especially that shiny. It didn't happen. And I'm just looking in the chat, so he did 15, so like 2 raids more than me. 3 shinies.
I'm just going to say this little beautiful golden pocket of Patreon people is incredibly lucky because for the vast majority of people, they were in either Ian's boat or my boat. It took me 55 raids to get 1 Shadow Shiny of the thing.
I was not going to battle that many times. I couldn't justify the cash outlay.
The thing for me is, if it had been a useless Pokemon, let's say Shadow Mesprit comes as a Shadow Shiny for a raid weekend.
It will do.
It will do.
Centre it.
We've got a long way to go for that. Give it like 4 years' time, 2029. But I'd be like, I couldn't care less for that. Let's see what happens with the free passes or whatever. But Shadow Kyogre, as you say, is so good as a Pokemon.
So good.
Really, really worth grinding for. I was like, I'm going to grind it. I'll burn my 10 remotes a day. I think there should have been more remotes per day because of how, we had both the Pikachu and the raids for the Worlds event and then a Shadow Raid weekend on top of it. It should have been 20 in my view because it was silly.
No, I agree on this one. I think
it
should have been, yeah.
And as a typical thing, we say every single time there's a Shadow Raid weekend or any raid weekend, the raids didn't spawn very much or as much as they should, really. And you think, I was out on my feet, 7 hours a day, Saturday, Sunday, to get as many raids as I could in person.
You poor bunny.
Poor bunny.
We're not playing sad violin music for him. He doesn't deserve it.
Many batteries were needed for this expedition.
I did 55 raids.
Oh, Milo.
No, we're not playing sad violin music.
Well, I feel like I got
Milo's
rewarded in the
we're
end.
going to put a scratch in very quickly.
Because I can say I did get a Shadow Shiny, and Ian can continue to be miserable in his little corner there.
That is true, because you can't trade Shadow
Shadows,
Pokemon.
no.
So I am going to remain shinyless until it comes back, and we know it's going to come back. So
it will.
I'm not overly concerned.
A bit of a theme for the show. Maybe it's a cash cow Pokemon. That's the thing.
Segueing from Shadow Kyogre, how was your guys' Shadow Giratina?
Let's play a little flex game. I think that's quite...
Oh,
yeah.
Hang on. I think we've got a jingle for that.
Yeah.
Flex it up, flex it up.
I'm going to give you a little backstory quickly on my Shadow Giratina. So when I was doing the Saturday gameplay, Clifford was a pain in the rear end to find, but I did find him eventually.
I struggled to find Clifford of the three leaders.
He's a little monkey. Sierra's everywhere, which isn't a bad thing,
Totodile, it's nice.
No,
she gets about Sierra, does, yeah.
I was talking about Sierra, Milo, not about Totodile. But anyway, I digress.
Different priorities.
Word of the show today. But when I did find Clifford towards the end of my adventure, Giovanni appeared in a bloom. And let's just put it this way: I was in the garden trying to raid it, and I couldn't beat it. I just couldn't beat it. Had all my counters right, had all my CPs right. It was Giratina's attack moves were just doing my Batwing Necrozma, as I call it, no end of good. Oh, it was hurting it.
Yeah.
It was hurting it so much. So I actually come back in the house, and my better half said to me, "You look really annoyed. What's happened?" And I said, "I couldn't beat Giovanni." That's the nature of the conversation in our household. I couldn't beat Giovanni. I'm waiting till tomorrow. I'm done with it. So
Noise.
I waited till Sunday when Gio appeared again, and the moveset was slightly different. And actually, I beat it with the same team, which is just how it works in this game. Same team, different moves.
Yeah.
And beat it actually quite comfortably. So after all that effort, oh goodness, mine was a 0-star.
Oh,
Giratina. So if we're going for the worst, it sounds like I might have won.
I think you have.
You take the wooden spoon on that front, I think.
The champion spoon, Milo. A CP 709.
Great material.
Which is horrific.
Would it be too offensive if I said Marks is the Leeds United of Pokemon?
Well,
I wouldn't know what you're referring to.
Well, and Leeds United won in the first Premiership game this season. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was. But we can work with that if we want. It might change in a couple of games. We beat Bovril Barry's team, Everton, actually, on the first game of the season last night. Barry was not happy. But anyway, we digress. 709 CP.
709.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
awful. 09.
That's glorious. So I didn't have much problem finding leaders on the day, thankfully.
Well, you play 22 hours a day, don't you, Milo? So that kind of makes it a bit simpler, doesn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Thankfully, managed to get Giovanni to pop up from the 12 noon balloon on the first day of the Shadow
don't even
Rocket
search for Giovanni now because I can't be dealing with
just wait for the
decoys, so
balloon.
I just wait for the balloon to arrive.
Smart thinking, Ian. Box smart.
There were a few decoys dotted around the park, so I went and go and check two of them. One was a decoy grunt, took out the Bellsprout. The next one was actually Giovanni, so I thought, okay, I'll battle it from a Pokestop for once. I think it's been years since I've done that. Easy battle. I didn't use, this is where we might talk about Counter Bros a bit later. What Mark was using, I think, is double weak to Ghost, or quad weak to Ghost. So I popped in my Tyranitar to do the damage, and he resisted the moves, and he was much better. Could have megaed it to make it even better. And my reward was a 1-star piece of goodness. Came out at 720 CP, and it's not even like that sort of jokey PvP, baguette sort of thing. It came out at 8 stats. Like, it ticks a box. Fine.
It definitely ticks a box.
Where did Vasa fall on the star scale?
Depending on your outlook, I kicked both your asses. It had to happen sooner or later. Mine was a 2-star, 1208, 78%.
Yes. Amazing.
There we go.
Definitely the last of the losers.
Oh, Master Lax has got a decent 15-14-9.
Oh, that's all right.
That is
Terry's
all right.
10-6-14.
Sue with a 10-6-13.
Anything with 2 double-digit scores is pretty decent, actually, I'd say, on a...
And Francesco with the Shadundo. No, he didn't. No.
Bless him.
No.
Ian wins that round then on the Shadow Giratina. Impressive. We've all got it, so that's good.
No, Francesco's with 15-13-11. That's a nice little scale, actually.
That's all right, that is.
Yeah. Well, that way.
Just imagine I had a 4th set of stats, that'd probably be an 8 or something if we carried on going that way. So, yeah, lovely.
Would you
Amazing.
use one of your spare Super Rocket Radars for a second attempt at it or not? Bear in mind, it's not the origin form.
No, I don't have any spare Super Rocket Radars.
Or do you
personally.
not? I've got 2
No.
spares.
No, because I burnt my spare ones on the Shadow Kyogre and Groudon when they were out in
Fair.
2024. Haha, we'll probably get Shadow Groudon Raid Weekend next season because I think it's on the listing somewhere. So it's like, you got to try anyway. But no, even if I had one, wouldn't burn it on this thing.
It was a good event, though, was it? It was a good weekend, I thought. Like, when we talked about this 3 weeks ago of cross events on weekends, like with Adventure Week, that combination of events just didn't work. It messed everything up.
Yeah.
Spawns and things, like we said. Last weekend, egg hatching, research task hunting, 2 different events, worked fine. Didn't interrupt either. That's fantastic. And these events, it worked all right, didn't it? Because it was all inevitably Go Rocket related, to be fair.
Yeah, mostly.
But
yeah,
there was a couple of chases, wasn't there? There was the getting the Giratina, which is obviously part of that process, as we know, on the research line. But we had Pikachu for Worlds, which was in the raid, so that gave a little extra hint to the Shadow
and very
bit.
much research as well. Yeah,
And research and Shadow Kyogre Raid. So the game felt alive again. A couple of weekends in a row now. I've liked it.
Well, I've enjoyed it as well because it's lots of different disciplines of the game. The research task thing is free, and if you want to do what I did and battle, you can battle quickly between raids or finding spinning Pokestops. It doesn't take too much out of your time. And yeah, the rockets are another thing. They're just free at stops. The leaders were there. They come every 2 hours in the balloons. And the Kyogres are just in raids, So having overlapping events, but they follow different aspects of the game, means that you can play each aspect of the game for different events. And that
Unlike
does work.
this weekend, which is just battling pretty much.
Just battling endlessly and catching Wooloo.
Now, can I ask something, guys? Because
on Incensed?
we mentioned this last night. We were having a bit of a chat last night, believe it or not, the 3 of us having a chat. Actually, as a team, we were all having a bit of a chat as well, the Incense podcast team. One thing we mentioned on the chat was, I know we haven't put it in the show to talk about it in any detail, really, or anything at all, was we've now got access to this Max Battle Finale super week of raiding, basically. And it will give us an encounter at level 60 on the free raid, on the raid ticket. Eternatus encounter, correct?
Yes.
Eternatus encounter, right. So obviously people at Worlds got a bit of a surprise. They got their Eternatus encounters. Friends of the show. We're not going to mention his name because he's already got enough publicity about it. But yeah, someone got the hundo, and well done. But
Nice.
for me, I wasn't closely connected to it. I didn't understand at the time that happened at Worlds. So when I saw it, I went, that's good. I'm going away on holiday on Wednesday, so I can smash out the early stages of this ticket, get to level 60 early in the week, not appealing the raids, get my Eternatus, and then I'm done. You can't do that on this, and I don't know how I feel about this. And I don't want to have to go to a major conversation, but if you can't play it over the weekend, you ain't getting your Eternatus, is basically the bottom line on this.
Not this time, but it will come back.
But will you only be able to have one? So do we think the people at Worlds will only get one?
It's
Yes, they've
confirmed
been
that's
confirmed
the
they
only one
only
they
get one.
get. They get
They're
a
gonna
bunch of
candy
extra
when they get to
candy.
rank 60.
Yeah, in place of the encounter. And unfortunately, I mean, by the time this episode goes live, the max finale will be pretty much completely done. And the Go Pass for the max finale finishes, I think, on that Sunday night.
It does.
So you're right, but you can get a maximum amount of points. I think it's 50 points
50
per day.
So I'm
So
at
you
level
get-
13 after 2 days, which is the maximum point you can get on the journey. So you're 50.
I'm at rank
Because
15.
really, all you need to do is like one max battle a day, 2 max battles
Two.
a day, or a max battle in a raid a day.
of the
and
big
you
ones,
capped
yeah.
out.
Depends if you got
That's
some
about
of the
it.
weekly researches. Maybe yours hadn't reset, or you'd left them and I'd done mine before. Maybe that's where the extra couple
Maybe.
are from on it.
Yeah, perhaps.
But again, maybe not a big discussion point today because the event's been and gone, but maybe future. If you can't do the weekend, but it's a week-long event, you can't get the thing at level 6. I
No,
just
you
find
can't.
that. I find
No, 'cause
that.
you need to get to rank 60 to get it.
I just don't get it. I
And
really
the only way
don't get
you're
it.
going to have been able to get your Eternatus is if you do some remote GMax.
But
Because there's unlimited points for the weekend. This is the typical with these GoFest passes.
But if
But
Mark's
that's
on a play,
burning,
Yeah.
you can't really.
burning lots of resources.
But this is the point I'm making: is why have they stopped the infinite points at the beginning of it? You know, again, I don't. It's not too deep, but
I think it's always been capped, hasn't it, for on the lead up?
but why?
Yeah.
But why? I don't.
That's a good point. Why?
Eternatus has now been given to numerous trainers at Worlds. So why can't you just get to level 60 in your own time? If you want to use your own
I
inclination,
can answer that
Go
because
for it.
Milo would have had it yesterday or like Sunday when
Possibly today.
Yeah, the Go Pass was launched. They have to cap it because it's a build up to the event where it drops at the weekend.
There's a thing they could have done, though, which is you can build up the ranks. Like we've seen, I'm a bit more ahead of in the Go Pass than Mark is. But maybe you can collect the points infinitely, but you can't unlock the encounter until a certain date.
that would work. Lock
That
it in
might be better.
encounter.
So you sort of say you can get through rank 60 if you want to grind it during the week when you can do.
If you want to raid
But you can
Dynamax, Articuno, and Moltres
Yeah.
and Zapdos to your heart's content, you should be able to still accrue
But
the
you
points.
can you have like
yeah.
a padlock symbol on Eternatus, and you can only catch it after 10 a.m. on Saturday, and then obviously it all disappears at 8 p.m. Sunday evening.
I mean, what a difference, though, the premium. The amount of candy you need for this thing. Again, and that's maybe a separate discussion for
to
the
power
future.
up. Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Maybe we can save it for next week because
Yeah.
obviously we'll be talking
well, I
about
won't
the
be
next
here,
finale.
so that's what I'm getting in now.
Oh, send a WhatsApp message, Marky.
Send a WhatsApp message.
I might
in.
do it. But no, interesting stuff. But yeah, no, I like the weekends like this. And like you said, we're hunting Wooloos now. So actually, I don't mind if the wild spawns got disrupted by something else, but that's not going to happen. So well done. So I think we're all level on that, really, aren't we? Because Ian won the Giratina. We got a blue roll with a bit of a smog on it. And we've all got Pikachu. So
Yes, and speaking of WhatsApp messages, we've had one.
And it's a returning voice for this one.
Hey up, boys. It's it's your boy Vanilla Golfer. Haven't been on
That's gravel.
since Jesus,
thanks for sticking with us.
around my birthday time in March. Thanks for the shout out. God, that could be awkward, couldn't it? Anyway, level 48 player now, and just listened to.
He's
I
up
think
to
it
date.
was
Love it.
235, and
Almost up to date.
you were calling to arms for shout outs for Shinies of the Week voice clips. So attached is a beautiful little photo. Drop the incense. Gym outside house.
Oh, nice.
Pikachu in a varsity jacket. Oh, 501 bullseye. It is a shiny, tanned varsity jacket Pikachu. Absolutely love it. Technically not off the incense, boys, but
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
you know
matter.
what? I dropped it. You told me to, and it shined. So I am claiming that. Have a question for you. Seeing as it's a lovely little tanned
The best.
varsity jacket Pikachu, I'm up for some names for this little fella. I'm thinking
Jim.
Brad, Chad, you know, any of the jock names. Guys, help me out. Please name this Pokemon for me. Be absolutely buzzing if you could. Anyway, it's so nice to hear you guys every week in my ear rolls. And now you get to hear me in your ear rolls. So
We appreciate the reciprocation.
yeah, that's a bit of fun, isn't it? Anyway, I'll probably drop you another message in another 4 or 5 months. Hope it's all going well, boys. Shiny vibes and luck to everyone. See ya.
Hey, appreciate you sending that in.
Yeah, well done, mate. Well done on that. And
Fantastic.
we love being in your ear holes. It's a nice place to be. So
It's the best. Dear God. And I've got the name. It popped in when he was saying all of the sort of very sort of American names. I'm thinking 22 Jump Street. My name is Jeff.
Yes, Jeff. Yes.
But put the whole thing. My name is Jeff.
No, I think it's gonna. I'm gonna give you another option. I think it needs to be. Well, I was gonna say it's either Jim because you got it from a gym. That's just really sort of playing on words. But Jim the Pikachu. But no, it's got to be Dave. Dave. It's a British tanned Pikachu in a varsity jacket. Dave the Pikachu.
So you've got Dave or Jeff.
Jeff.
What a choice.
What a choice. Ian, do you want to agree with both of them, or have you got a third one to throw in?
No, because he said he wanted a proper sort of American jock name, and I think he probably came up with the two most obvious ones from like the movies. So Chad, let's go Chad.
We go Doc, couldn't we, from Back to the Future? Maybe, I don't know. He's American, isn't he? Doc the shiny Pikachu, Ian.
Clint Thrust.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. That'd be good, actually, Rick and Morty.
Do you know what we could do? We could let our social media decide this. Put a poll up and run it for the next couple of days. And by the time the episode gets released, you'll have your answer.
That's a good shout.
Yes, it will be a poll that we do not reveal the result on this show for.
Yes.
Oh my
so
God.
Check out the Incense X. But we are scraping the barrel, but there's a itsy bitsy amount of
It's
news.
The news from the man who didn't get the shiny Pikachu at Worlds. Anyway, very quickly, you guys will have been experiencing this over the course of this weekend for the Max finale. It was announced that the Gigantamax lobbies have been increased to a capacity of 100 trainers. And we saw a bit of this sort of being beta tested when we were in Paris. And I think New Jersey.
Plus, wasn't it,
800 people. They tried it before at Go Wild in Fukuoka. They had 500 people, I think, as a maximum on Toxtricity. So I think the maximum we saw was like maybe over 1,000 people in an Inteleon or something like that in Paris. So yeah, they know they can do it. They know the game can handle it. But that's quite the upgrade, boys. 100 people taking down a GMax rather than 40. And with the remote game being what it is, I think we'll be having faster GMax battles, which is
I think so,
good.
But Paul in the chat says something that rings really true. I mean, if you can't take it down with 40, you're really having problems.
Yes.
But we're all about speed and efficiency.
Well, it won't,
well,
will
no,
it?
because
it
if I
won't.
remember right from
it'd be as hard.
GoFest in Paris, it was scaled, so the more people you actually had, the harder it got.
Yeah, it's harder it gets.
So hopefully it doesn't scale up for this one. Can you imagine that? It's 100 people, but it's going to be 2.5 times more challenging.
Yeah, because it was like that in GoFest. Like they said, I heard a lot of people saying that actually. They said, it's actually better having less in it because, like you said, they scale it up. As Ian said.
Sue just said in the chat, she basically the same as I've said, that people from the Pokemon Go team did tell us that the difficulty scaled with the number of players in the lobby. So the fewer players, technically, the better.
Well,
but
certainly isn't the dogs when it comes to good news.
40 is more than enough anyway. You don't need 100, but I understand it. It's nice for a visual. Just pushes the game another level. Makes you feel like you've got more people.
3 digits.
No, but
and it is nice with communities that kind of skirt that 40 number rather than have to split the two lobbies. And the more the better in that respect. But that's not the only piece of news, because that in itself is more just an exclamation point from the Pokemon Go team. But there is actually a new event coming, isn't there, Mark?
There is, Ian. There is a new event coming, and it's about some shores where you can get kissed on them in the sun. It's the Sunkissed Shores, which is a fantasy.
So is this a reality
These
TV
posters
show?
they do for the releases, they are actually visually stunning. That
is a big fish.
It's a
catfish
scooter
are
fish,
big,
isn't
aren't
it?
they? They're not small.
Not always.
Is that Scooter in the background I can see behind that big fish?
How big is the fish?
How big is the fish? You see where there's like a bit of a silver gleam on the top of the water. But no, we have got the Sunkissed Shores event. And as Ian rightly says, we are scraping the bottom of the ocean for the news this week. No pun intended. Of course, it's a pun intended. Monday, August the 25th, 10 a.m. start to Sunday, August the 31st, 8 p.m. finish local times. We have a debut in this event. And yes, it's not Gonzo. It's Dondozo, the big catfish Pokemon. Will be making, like I said, its debut in Pokemon Go. And it is shiny on release.
Oh, hallelujah.
Nice.
Not like Delmise then.
No.
They just canned the shiny. That's good.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. And I do want to say that, yes, we might be scraping the bottom of the ocean, but we like to look after the ocean, so we're only scraping the sandy bottom. We're not scraping coral or anything that could actually get damaged.
We're not going to. Yeah,
We're not dredging everything.
We're not touching the silt, are we? Ian? We're touching the.
No.
Yeah, just the
There's
stuff.
no Galarian Corsola being
I
harmed.
was waiting for him to say that. Then.
Now, anybody that's chasing levels in Pigo, the bonus for this one will appeal to you because it's not the best, but it is 2 times XP, but only for winning raids.
Yeah, you got to win those raids.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. How is Dondozo going to be released?
I don't know, Whitfield. How is it going to be released?
We might come to that in a little bit.
No,
but the wild spawns
That might
They
give
have
it away. That might give it away, Milo.
stuff. Yes, because there's a whole other paragraph before that. It seems that everything can be shiny from the wild spawns. Just pick your favourite.
Well, Dwayne's favourite's there, right at the top.
Yes, the sigh of the duck is back.
Mark's
But Shelda-
favourite there's Tepig.
Yeah, my favourite's
Actually,
Bounce Sweet, Ian. I think you like a Lechonk, so that's a good one.
Lechonk is a great shiny as well. I mean, I am a little bit kind of done that it didn't get its community day, but mark my words, it will come. It was on that list.
Coops'
it will
favourite
come.
one's on there. Helicopter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the helicopter's there. And your regional variant of Oricorio is going to appear more frequently, so we'll be getting the really nice ballet style. Bailey, whatever it is.
Or someone said to me the Braille version. I went,
The Braille
no.
version. That'd be a good costume, wouldn't it? Give it a pair of glasses and a stick.
Stick.
Yeah. But you know what? If you're really, really lucky,
Oh God.
you might get a shiny Alolan Executor.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
It's boosted, and everybody probably has one from like the first click about 2, 3, 4, 5 years
Unless they
ago,
started playing last week.
but it's going to be there. It's going to be a thing. Where this event really comes into its own is in the raids, and
No surprise.
not necessarily Mark's favourite raids, but Mark, you're going to talk about 1-stars.
Yeah,
They
they're,
are his favourite.
yeah, they're pretty rubbish to be
Because
fair.
Milo's favourite's there, I've just noticed.
Yeah, I mean Milo was salivating
Yes.
about this, wasn't he? Did say.
Yay.
Have you only just seen this, Milo?
No.
No. Good reaction. But Milo was hoping this was going to come about 3-4 weeks ago. He did indicate that this might get released in the was it Adventure Week you were hoping, or something crazy like that?
It's like, yeah, Adventure Week, that'd be interesting.
Milo's acting reminds me of a student film where the cues aren't
See,
quite there.
see where I learned my prowess. There you go.
The Blair Witch Project, whatever it was. But no, 1-star raids, we've got Slackoff wearing a visor. Yes, it's back. And from memory, I think we all got that in its shiny form when it came out the first time. So that's...
I don't know
No.
if I got the visor one or not.
No.
Actually.
Oh,
I had to get mine traded to me.
Yeah, I don't think I did get one.
Milo? Ian, what's going on? Are we in a
Maybe let me down.
Are we in a parallel universe here? I thought, oh my goodness gracious.
Let us know, listeners.
Yeah, well, it's there. And I got one. But there we go. It's not a
No,
flex
I
go.
have no visor slack off.
Well, you might get one this time.
And actually, I did reduce my slack off, my shiny slack offs down substantially.
Did you keep the one Mark gave you?
Oh.
Because this is the entire basis of your friendship right here.
Yeah, Ian.
Well, it's not because I've told you how done I was when I got that.
Oh. Well,
Good job, Mark's not here next week, I guess.
I don't actually still have one that was traded to me.
I still have my Ian Waterfall one because he's my best friend in Pokemon Go.
Was it the Pachirisu I gave
It
you?
was the Pachirisu, Ian. And I've had plenty since, but I've still got it because you traded it me. That was the form of our friendship. And that was a Chicago.
I have very little
Pachirisu.
love with Pokemon. If it's not got a star on it, it's fair game to be traded.
Well, there we go, and our friendship ends tonight on the show. No. Yeah. Well, to chase that, it's back, isn't it? Slack off visor, fantastic, and we've also got the Fisher back, and we've got a big fish,
Yay.
and we've got little fish, and maybe a cardboard box. But yes, Tatsugiri, or is it Tatsugiri? Tatsugiri, that's it, yeah.
Tatsugiri. Yep.
They're there in their regional specific.
He's got the curly, the droopy, and the
got-
stretchy.
I only got the curly form when it was originally released, so I still do need people in America and APAC to send me invites.
It's
I
good
never
to
got
see
all
it.
3 forms.
It's good to see it coming back quite quickly, to be honest. And it has that tie-in with Dondozo, like in the Paldean game, so it makes sense.
Oh, does it, Milo? Is it because they feed off Dondozo's body? Is that what they do?
Yes, they suckle on it like a newborn. Anyway, the 3-star raids is where you're going to find the sucklee. It's Dondozo. It's a 3-star,
The
3-star raid block Pokemon. So that's why there's a raid XP boost for this event. And the 2 other Pokemon that are going to clog up the entire raid cycle so you can't find your Dondozo shiny potential are a Alolan Raichu and a Alolan Marowak.
Boosted shinies.
Why? just put Dondozo in 3 stars on its own, for real.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
seriously.
I know. This is your second week of playing the game. You might need them. So
Yeah,
Maybe.
Some
yourself out.
people do need some of these Pokemon. Some people get some sort of perverse pleasure from doing these 1-star raids.
Or 3 stars.
Or
Take your
3
pick.
stars.
I will say, if you want a Alolan Marowak and are desperate for it, drop the Dawn Wings Necrozma Adventure effect, because it spawns off of that.
Yeah, I mean, some people actually get a kick out of paying $2 for some paid timed research, and this event will give them just that.
Oh, it's a nice
$2
bag.
will get them 4,000 XP, 3,000 Stardust, a pineapple berry avatar item bag.
Milo, have
nice.
a word with you. Have a freaking word with yourself, Milo.
Well, it could be worse. Could be a Nano
You
Perry.
still have your hammer and your big lion mask on. You're
I'm not going to get it.
I
If
can't
I
just
get
see
it,
your
I'm not gonna put
avatar
it
with
on.
that pineapple bag. It does look like something you'd carry around with you.
It looks like a
Yeah,
fanny
side
pack.
satchel.
It looks
Yeah.
like a side fanny pack.
It does look
doesn't
like
it?
a fanny pack, yeah. It
You
does
can
look
fit
like a
2
fanny
battery
pack.
packs in that. It's quality.
2 D batteries in there. I've got my battery. Yeah.
Or my 9 volters.
Hang on.
It doesn't mention.
I'm just looking through the article. Are there 2 $1.99 timed researchers?
I think they're-
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, there are. I was
thought
going to say there were
going
no encounters
crazy,
on
but
that
it's
first
there
one.
twice.
No. It's 2 different researches. One of them you're paying £2 for basically a bit of dust and XP and a pineapple berry bag. So your avatar item is monetized through 1 ticket. That's an expensive bag in Pokemon Go. And then you've got the encounters, which is good because you get Slackoth wearing the visor and Dondozo included in that one. So the non-avatar item ticket is probably the one to go for.
I think if I'm going to pay $2, I'd rather go for the one without the bag.
Yeah.
And get the 2 battle passes, a Slackoth and a Dondozo. Absolutely.
what's become of this game? What has become of this game that we all
We might
love?
talk about that later.
Well, I was
Yeah.
going to talk about the monetization later because let's do it now really quickly because they are monetizing this event, this singular event. They are monetizing twice.
Yeah,
Are
and
things going a bit too far with the monetization of Pokemon Go?
things used to get put together in a ticket. You used to get the encounters and avatar items and things, and then they split them into tickets.
Well, I'm guessing somebody from the Pokemon Go team would go, "Oh yeah, but if we put them together, you'd have to pay $5, so it's actually cheaper."
Well, no,
Well-
but
Is it really?
no, because the thing is, when a ticket is like $4.99, it's usually for an event pose, and the event poses or the poses for your
Yeah,
avatar
this is for
are
a bag,
500
and not
coins.
a particularly good-looking bag either. Let's be honest.
I mean, it's not the worst, but I wouldn't pay £2
Yeah, but
for
we know
it
that you like
in real
pineapple.
life.
But
Yeah, it's one of the most useful berries.
Milo likes
Well,
to
it
find
is.
that. Yeah. I mean, a simple answer to the question. We will talk a bit off that. Is it feels like it is becoming too monetized because I think now there just seems to be something all the time, and now multiple somethings for an event alongside multiple events at the same time. There was one moment when I was looking on the first tab when you look at your events, you can have multiple costed timed tickets all stacked up, and it gets very confusing. And like,
Yeah,
where they've
confusing and expensive.
yeah. Why not just, like you said, do one event, $4.99, have that as part of it, and put the other stuff in with it, and then you just have one ticket. Admittedly, you're probably going to cost yourself an extra $1 by doing it that way, but you kind of, there you are, and you haven't got to get 2 for an event. But I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't.
Well, what made me think about this in particular, because we've talked about this a few times over the last couple of sort of months, but I don't do this very often anymore because I do find X very toxic, but I was scrolling through X at the weekend and people were commenting like, the Go Fest finale sort of Go Pass. In some areas, this is like $25
Yeah, for the premium thing.
for the premium track. And it got me thinking, because a lot of people commenting like, how do they expect us to, why do they expect us to pay this sort of money? And the problem is, people will pay it because FOMO. But in the UK, the ticket's $14.99 GBP. It's not a cheap ticket. And that's on top of every other event ticket. And the game at the moment is very expensive. Now, the other argument for that is none of these tickets are mandatory. You can still play the game and the events without it.
Yeah.
But do we think they're going a little bit too far with the monetization of this game?
Yes. A resounding yes from the Pokemon Go community as a whole, because you only have to look at the past weekend with Pikachu raids and Shadow Kyogre in raids, and it seems that more and more events, we talked about the season dates for next season, everything there is either a raid day or raid weekend, a max battle day or a max battle weekend. There are no big featured events aside from a community day, which there are obviously only 3 of, 1 per month. They're all paid, and they all come with a paid ticket, and yes, you get your free passes, but from a lot of personal experience, and we can all say this, if you do your free passes, you are highly unlikely to come away with anything of notice from that event. So
yeah.
If you don't pay, you don't get a good event experience, and you are being told to pay more and more and more and more and more to participate.
And the thing is, we keep doing it.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm talking the community as a whole.
Well, the community, I think a lot of people like dip in and out, and it's that thing of you really have to look and prioritize what you're going to do. This Max Battle finale weekend is the worst offender, in my view.
Yeah.
It's too much. Somebody worked out that you have to do 160 Eternamax Eternatus battles, including buying the premium pass track just to get enough candy to put it to level 50. That's not including, if you want to max out the max moves, 160 Eternatus max battles. Each of those is 800 max particles. Somebody would say it's going to cost you 250 quid to max this Pokemon to level 50. You think, I can't think that there's a sound mind in Niantic or the Pokemon Go team who thought, that's reasonable. That's been done deliberately. So, yeah.
And Sue said in the chat, which is really valid, the 2 choices essentially, don't play or pay the asked amount. That's literally the only choices. The game isn't free to play anymore. Or in itself, it is in a very limited way.
It's a lot less than it used to be. From years ago, it used to be you could play the game for free and pay for more opportunity. Now it feels like you have to pay to participate to get any opportunity at all.
Yeah.
There were no bonus remotes or anything like that, but we know remotes cost money. The Shadow Kyogre Raid Weekend, you got 1 extra orange pass. So if you were playing it free, you could have theoretically done 5 raids for free, 2 per day with the orange passes. And if you saved up your coins, you could have done an extra 1 over that limited time. Obviously, if you had coins stacked up, it's a different story. 5 raids of a Shadow Kyogre, and this is where they're probably thinking of the long game. It's like, how can we keep people going and going and going? We make something incredibly limited, quite expensive and costly to do, and give you such a limited opportunity to try and go and get it that you either feel the FOMO or you're prepared to wait 2 years. And a lot of people have a resounding hatred of that format, and it's particularly the Kyogre weekend. More people with us, Ian, of having basically no fortune whatsoever, despite pouring a bunch of money into quite a good Pokemon, and you get basically nothing for your time.
So I think we agree that the game is very expensive at the moment.
It is, and summarising what you said then, Sue's point's absolutely spot on. The problem is they're relying on people wanting to play it, and because of the FOMO, they will spend it and try and find a way of playing it with that. Because you wouldn't play it and not miss it, if that makes sense. Certainly if you've been playing the game, I mean, there might be people who just stop playing it, like you say, pay it or stop playing it. But for those who still love the game but can't afford it, that's 2 very different things. It's like there's too much in the game to make you feel like you're missing out then, isn't there? Even I sort of look at it, I look at the premium ticket, for this one here, $14.99, and it's then it's $19.99 if you want to miss 10 steps. It's friggin' 20 flipping it. And you get the deluxe version, and it's there looking at you in the game. Oh, look what you can have! Like, have you noticed that they've taken away the hidden what the encounter might be? They now show you what the encounter might be ahead of time on the map.
Because they're playing on that FOMO. Yeah,
playing on the FOMO, and it's like this is very much a different injection now in the game. You can see where Scopely are changing the game because this hasn't gone from first to second to third to fourth to fifth gear. This feels like it's gone from second gear or third gear up to sixth gear, almost in a very small period of time. This is so noticeable, the differences now.
Francesco said he's been scrolling through social media and saying that a lot of players are saying that they're going to try and get Eternatus, then just stop playing the event.
I'm surprised. Because not only have you got Eternatus battles this weekend, but you've got GMax rotating every single hour, and then you've got Dynamax included in that.
Both days, yes.
Both days, all different rotations. And there isn't a lot of actual free stuff in this event. The wild spawns are, just stuff that's a Dynamax Pokemon but can't Dynamax. You think, what's the point? I'm chasing a regular Wooloo instead of a Dynamax one.
I agree, and I've got to say this. The three of us, everybody played, loves Go Fest, but this Go Fest finale, saying it was meant to be a grand finale to this year's Go Fest, I'm not excited.
No.
I'm not excited by the fact that they're expecting me to be out 8 hours a day for 2 days, just spending money to battle Pokemon that we've already got.
And like the thing that I got quite annoyed with it, because like each their own. This is not a criticism of anyone because we don't criticize people's choices. But if you look at the ticket, you have to be so clear what you're looking at. Like shiny boost on Dynamax Pokemon. I'm going to spend 15 quid. I'm going to get a shiny boost on my Dynamax. You're going to get it between your 1 and 4 stars only. So if you want to spend money trying to get your extra level 1, your Charmanders, your Bulbasaurs, your flipping boosted shines on them.
Yeah, Kraganor and Toxtricity and that lot.
It's just like, it's pay to play, isn't it? That's so pay to play. That's just so pay. I mean, we don't talk about our personal, how we play the game too much other than what we say. I've been doing 2 raids a day because I want to try and get, if I can do a remote raid when I'm away. If there's anything I can do, it means I'm not trying to pull from right at the beginning. I'm just trying to keep on track. And I did a Toxtricity raid today, and I got a shiny one. Haven't bought the premium ticket, got a shiny one with a background. It looks really nice. I like that Dynamax one. But like Ian said, like it's not a weekend where you're embracing Pokemon Go. It's a weekend where they're saying, we took a lot of money out of you over the Go Fest season. We kept it quite congested.
Well, give us a bit more. Yeah.
But have a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Kerry said in the chat, me and my dude love playing, and I'm desperate for the new one, but as a single mom with 3 kids...
Yeah.
Time of year,
she just
school
can't
uniform.
afford it. And that's a very valid point, because it's not a cheap game anymore, especially when you've got kids and the kids are wanting to play the game. And, of course, they're going to want the ticket, they're going to want the best shot, but when you're paying like 40-odd quid for 3 or 4 tickets, it becomes really expensive.
Yeah, Barside says it's not a family game anymore. It really isn't. And
no, it's not.
When you look at so many parts of these events, I mean, the max finale, when we touched on it over the course of the last couple of weeks, they don't even specify exactly how much your max particles per day are increased. They just say an increase. Me personally, having gone around and done the battles, I haven't noticed an increase in max particles for this Dark Skies event during the week when there was supposed to be. And I don't know if that's because I'm not hitting enough power spots, but I am walking around, good 8 to 10 power spots, and you're doing the kilometers as well. Getting capped out very quickly, so I don't think it's actually much, or if there's even a boost. And you've got to think, the number of battles you are expected to do over the course of the weekend is insane. But equally, if you were looking at it as sort of like a casual kind of free-to-play player, what are you actually going to be able to do on this max finale event? It is not a max finale event. You get to rock up, do possibly 2, 3, 4 battles, and then what do? You go and catch
Squovet? And even the max particles you're getting from the Go Pass, they're still not going to replace what you're spending, on the battles.
Yeah. That's the thing is, it's been, they said, the biggest event of the year is coming. Yes, the biggest, most expensive. We thought Wild Area was quite bad because that had GMax, DMax, regular Origin raids.
Yeah.
That was very paid heavy focus, and we found ourselves focusing more on the paid aspects of things. This one, there was nothing but paid features to be worth worthwhile and
it's
interested
just a weekend of it. And the chat's popping off. Sue said, since it's impossible to power up Eternities, and let's be honest, unless you're willing to throw some serious dollar bills at it, it is. I'm just going to, Sue didn't say that, but I've decided that a little bit. But she said, I'm going to just get the Dex entry because there's so many better things to raid or battle.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree
and the
more.
thing is, they expect
Francesca
you to do these Eternities.
This isn't a Go Fest finale. It's more a massive GMax weekend.
Massive GMax weekend, absolutely. And the thing is, we know from what they said, you do the Eternamax Eternatus battle, you get nothing but candy, and people have seen that you get between 40 to 70 XLs and a few hundred candy potentially. It might even be less than that. But you don't get an encounter. You think, that's 800 max particles, and you don't even get a Pokemon as your trouble. You're just powering up. I'm probably just going to
put all my stored XL into it and just save the battling.
That's it. It's hysterically, I don't know if this is intended by them, but it will take you an eternity to power up Eternatus. That might be the little joke within the whole thing. But what makes it funny, and hopefully anybody, unless you're like JT Valor and get an XXL hundo of the damn thing, that would be worth potentially looking to invest in. But anything else, like Tony TM, got an 11, 11, 10. What are you going to do with that? Let's be honest. And we know it's shiny exists. It's not a shiny lot Pokemon, so its shiny will come out later down the road. So you might as well just sit and wait. So
that's the one you're going to want to power up unless you get something really good from your initial encounter.
So you just sit and wait. But it's this endless relenting thing of, we talked about the calendar being too full, and it is. And then there's so many events that overlap. There's never a free weekend. There's never an event not happening on a Saturday and a Sunday these days. Each of them seems to be a paid focused event. Each of them has paid tickets. Each of them, you barely get anything free to participate with.
I think
it is just
that
grueling.
The Pokemon Go team stole our catchphrase where we say we never miss a week. They never miss a week without charging us.
They've
for a
gone
ticket.
further than that. No, we can do better than that. Let's do five a week.
But it is though. It is like there's a lot of people that love the game, right? So I use my bestie Ash as an example, right? Ash loves the game, but he has switched off from the GMax and Dynamax stuff for a very early part of it and kind of gone, this just is a lot of money for a part of the game that I don't really need to enjoy. He's kind of made that decision. And actually, going back off Sue's point, I think if you can get yourself in a headspace where GMax and DMax is separate to how you play the game, and that bit doesn't interest you, then I think that's how you can maybe get that balance on this game, if there is such a thing. And you go, I can turn off from that bit doesn't end. So, because if you start the game now to look at GMax and DMax, it's a minefield to try and start it now, isn't it, really? With what's been out, what hasn't come out. I get this event gives you chances to get them. But they're tradable, aren't they? If you really want them,
that's it. They're tradable.
It's a lot more complicated for a newer player, but they could go straight into GMax, DMax because they're useful in other ways. Whereas,
that's it. You look at it and go, a basic thing is like Lapras. It's better to get a GMax Lapras if you're a newer player because it's usable in every part of the game. Whereas us who've played since day one, we've got regular Lapras, then we had Shadow Lapras, Shadow Shiny Lapras, Lapras with a costume, and now there's GMax. So there's so many different variants available. I think Ash is, and a lot of people I've chatted to are very similar to Ash as well. Like, DMax and GMax just doesn't do it for them. And I think that's honestly a sound thing, because alongside of that, you have Zacian and Zamazenta this weekend in the raids, and we know those two Pokemon are very good and are also available to utilize for DMax and GMax battles.
Yeah. A couple more messages from the live chat before we move on with the show. Paul Barside said, I did the battles in Anaheim. It was a huge anticlimax after your first battle that you couldn't actually catch it and you had to collect it from a quest.
Yeah.
Oh, so what happened then?
Basically, it just vomits you out of the battle and says some text. I know Paul will see it, but I saw it on a video. It just gives you a text pop-up. And then you go to the reward screen where you get some Stardust XP, Eternatus Candy, and Eternatus XL. And then that's it. You quit and you're done.
Is that after you?
Oh, you're not catching it. You just get given. You just get given it.
You just get given the rewards, and then they got to do a special timed research, which basically they went straight to an encounter with it. Whereas we'll obviously have to go through the pass to get to rank 60 to then get the encounter.
And these Eternatus is like, if you delete it, can you start again and get another one?
I don't think you can delete it.
It will be like a mythical or Zygarde. You won't be allowed to delete it because you can only get one.
Oh my God. Again, this is a conversation for a future show, but Why would you even want to spend all that money powering it up to the max? It's not special, is it, really? Mega Rayquaza's probably on a par with this, isn't it? It really?
I'd assume Mega Rayquaza is better than it, but
Yeah.
Eternatus is extremely powerful.
I think it is
But
OP, yeah.
You can't change its form. You can't change its form in GMax and DMax battles to Eternamax Eternatus, apparently. So it just sits as the regular Eternatus. You think, okay, if you worked all that hard and all that whatever, you still can't get the OP form.
It's like Kyurem, isn't it, again, isn't it? You get Kyurem.
Well, at least you could get black and white Kyurem.
Well, you
I
can
guess.
now, yeah, but you didn't originally, did you? That was almost a 2-year thing on after Kyurem came out, wasn't it? If you remember.
Well, they got released accidentally through GBL.
Yeah. I mean, something I found that was a bit of an anticlimax. Back at GoFest 2024, Necrozma was out, and Francesco didn't see anything that wasn't a blue Necrozma, where Mark and I were getting mainly the black ones. Well, Necrozma's back, and we're going to look at some counters for it.
So, everybody, as you're listening to the show, it's very likely that Necrozma has either dropped, been and gone, or I don't really know what the other option is. But yes, the Necrozma
coming back.
Will be coming back, yeah. I think about our guys on episode 38 at the moment. He's probably, might come back a few times by then. But yeah, for Monday, 25th of August, we have got Necrozma coming back into raids. As Ian's fusion version is on my show notes, Necrozma. Is that Necrozma, Ian? I don't know.
That's me writing the show notes at 10 o'clock after we had a team meeting yesterday. And
Nidocrozma.
Yeah.
Nidocrozma. But anyway, I only mention that because it is a beautiful Pokemon. As me and Ian have both testified, we know the black version very well. But that
Francesco only ever saw the blue one.
I only ever saw the blue one. But yes, it is a pure. I'm not going to say that because that's Milo's job. But it is. It's got hundos.
I've done that.
It's got hundo CPs, and if you've got the one without a weather boost, it is 2104. And if you want it level 25 with the windy weather boost, it is 2630.
Francesco's flexing in the chat. He goes, no, I only got 6 hundos from it.
See, not shundos. There you go.
All the others were low.
But the windy boost for your level 25 catch should indicate something, that it is a pure psychic type legendary Pokemon. So, Ian, triple weakness.
Triple weakness. Bug, dark, ghost, bosh.
Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom. Well, we're going to give you some counters. We're going to give you a little scattering of counters. I'm going to go with the number one attacker, because why not? Because it's not why not. It's
why not?
Dawnwing's Necrozma. Yep, there you go. Necrozma versus Necrozma with a bit of fusion involved in it is its best attacker against this one. You want a fast move of Shadow Claw and a charge move, preferably of Moongeist Beam. Double ghost move.
Can't believe you stole Milo's favourite counter.
I can believe it, Ian, because we're spicing things up a bit.
We are. We're very much spicing things up. Definitely.
Well done, Ian.
I'm going to spice things up because I didn't expect to see this Pokemon so high up the rankings. But we all joked about its returning for a raid day a while back. Mega Absol. I think with its move update, you need Brutal Swing as a charge move, but that's counter number 3, which is very interesting to see. So you could utilize that if it is your only Dark-type Mega. Hopefully it's not, because there are better ones.
Well, there are, and the better one I'm not going to mention. However, I am actually going to mention Francesco. Shout out to our admin. One of his favourites is Gengar, and Mega Gengar is counter number 4 in the Pokemon Go Hub list. And that one has the moveset of Lick and Shadow Ball.
Well, there we go. We've mentioned some fusion and some megas, but we're also aware that you might not all have those in your teams available. So let's take it down maybe a little notch. This one is a common Pokemon. I'd like to think a lot of people have had Larvatars in their accounts for some time, however long they've been playing the game. But you can just use a regular Tyranitar, with the moveset of Bite and Brutal Swing, both of them Dark-type moves. It comes in at a very respectable 17th position on the list of attackers. That's just standard, normal T-Tar.
Something that you hopefully have picked up in the recent months or even weeks. Crowned Sword Zacian is a very, very good general attacker. You do need to have the Crowned Sword version so it can get Behemoth Blade. That thing just does outright damage, and it sits as counter number 21 in the list. So it's not the best, but it will just tank and do damage overall.
It will, but I'm going for one that's slightly better, but not by a lot. Former Community Day Pokemon. Dino was everywhere at one time of the day, but Hydreigon, with the moveset of Bite and Brutal Swing, you want the Dark-type moveset, is at rank 19, so slightly worse than Mark's T-Tail, but slightly better than your Crown Sword Zacian.
And I think final one, this is something that came out in the 9th anniversary event. Not that you could evolve it, but you might have had one that you could evolve, and that's Goldengo. Goldengo actually makes the top 30 in position number 28. And that has got the moveset of Hex and Shadow Ball. Double Ghost moveset for Goldengo.
Fabulous. We've been talking a lot about Ghost and Dark types, and that's because they are vastly more powerful than any bug type you can really throw at this Pokemon. But if for whatever reason in the most recent Rocket Takeover event you have been incredibly lucky to get your hands on an extremely good Shadow Grubbin, hopefully you could evolve it, because Shadow Vikivol with Bug Bite and X-Scissor is somewhere in the counter list, only just behind Crown Sword Zacian, surprisingly. So you're better to use that than Goldengo.
Thank you, Milo.
And if you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, well, no, actually, it's not the bottom. It's almost the bottom. It's bottom adjacent. But back in February, Genesect was pretty much everywhere. And if that's all you've got with pretty much any bug move, that is counter 54 through 58.
There we
Hopefully
go.
you have something better than that.
Ian's going below. I like that, Ian. Well done, mate.
I always go to the bottom of the list because you never know. Some people might have a really bad Genesect with Burn Drive that they want to use in a battle.
Absolutely.
I am adamant I will use my Genesect in this battle.
Adamant, that's a 70s reference if ever I heard one. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there are your counters for Necrozma, and if you are like Francesco, they'll all be blue or 100%. If you're like the rest of us, they'll be black and crap.
Ian, I like that. That's a good catchy segue.
But anyway, something that definitely isn't black or crap is next week's Community Day. Yes, Whitfield is here with his 60-second recap for Rookie D. Actually, my show doesn't just put rookie. Autocorrect kills me.
The Rookie Community Day. Welcome in, everybody. So, yes, Rookie D Community Day is obviously 2 to 5 p.m. on August the 30th. That will be giving you the nice shiny boost on Rookie D, although it is currently still available in the wild if you so please. Air Cutter is the exclusive move that you can get when you evolve up to Corviknight. That's a charged attack, and you'll be able to get that up until September the 6th at 10 p.m. your local time. There is a $2 special ticket that gives you some background bits and pieces. Background Rookie is going to look real nice, actually. There's obviously the extended, timed, special background research too that will go on for free. It's a quarter rate distance event bonus, which frankly nobody could give a toss about, and 2 times candy and XL candy. We're moving on swiftly. 3-hour lures and incense. We recommend you pop that incense, of course, for the goodness. Extra special trade per day makes it 3 in total, and there's 50% less dust for trading. And some snapshots. That'll be 5, won't it, Marky?
Possibly.
Find those field research tasks for party play and trade and everything for guaranteed backgrounds. There's a bit more that will give you some Rookie encounters or some pineapple berries. And that's about it. Find your community. Have a good day bird hunting.
Bish, bosh, bish.
I didn't think you was allowed to go bird hunting anymore, Whitfield.
You're not, but clearly it's A-OK digitally.
Digitally. Save Milo. Very good.
We're not harming any. No Rookie are harmed in this Community Day.
So hopefully you get your silvery grey birds, but something that's definitely not silver grey and more of a golden colour is it's your shinies of the week.
Shines of the week.
So first up this week, we have got from the Incensed Campfire, Strider 2323 or 2323 said hashtag shinies of the week. First raid shiny look, and it is a 2-star purple whale. It's the shiny Shadow Kyogre, and that's from München, Deutschland. GG's,
It's a German
my man.
fish.
Yeah, beautiful
Nice.
shiny.
No, congratulations. Awesome. Considering it was quite a difficult one to pick up. Jumping into the Incensed Patreon Discord, we've got Malcolm from the land down under here. Didn't get a Kyogre shiny, but got something better. Around 1,600 to get the first shiny Lechonk, and another 3 to get the second. So Hashtag Shinies of the Week. I guess that is Malcolm completing his shiny Lechonk family. We're just saying how good shiny Lechonk is, so big congrats, matey.
I hope its community comes around at some point, not too far away.
Well, I've got one in X, so this one will not be beaten. Well done, Ryan, at Ryan R 1122. Flew back to New Jersey for the wedding of a close friend this weekend and got to meet up with some lucky friends today during a beautiful day out in the park. I ended up getting a very warm welcome back with my first ever Hundo Zami.
Oh, nice.
It also went Shundo and with a background. Absolutely stunning with the red swirl background, the shiny Shundo Zamazenta. That, my friend, is probably the biggest win you're going to see in the game at the moment with how it is. But yeah, Shundo background Zami, that's
amazing.
Is mental. That's
mental. The Go Fest background.
Yeah, that's the one there. It's such a
fabulous.
For our Patreon, that's the one there. What a lovely.
No, that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Good background, amazing shiny.
Yeah. There you go.
Get it crown shield done.
Do it.
So I'm going to say a very recent shiny of the week here. Literally, as we record this, 1 hour ago from our very own admin, Herms Ninja. What is going on here? With just one remote left to go, shiny Dynamax Toxtricity with the background. 8 shiny Dynamax Mons in the last 24 hours. Sue, your luck is popping off. Perhaps at Incense Podcast bringing luck as the lads prepare for tonight's live recording. And yep, shiny Toxtricity.
Jeez.
G's.
G to the freaking G's. 8 shiny Dynamax in the last 24 hours. That's mental.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Now we know where all our past shiny luck has been going.
And then if you saw Francesco's message on X 5 hours ago, I don't think I can actually air that based on his opinion of what Pokemon Go posted.
I feel sorry for Lucy, actually. Lucy Bulb, a big fan of the show as well. She bought the premium ticket pass for this event, so that's quite an outlay.
Yeah.
And she's done 8 of the 1 to 4 star raids and not had a shiny from the 8 yet. So just ask the question, what is that boost looking like?
Shiny boost is still RNG, unfortunately. You're not going to quite believe this, boys, but we're going to jump onto Instagram for this one.
What?
We had a comment posted on our, I think it was actually LAU Novator post, but Jerry Minor 3 days ago from recording this posted.
I saw this
Shinies of the week. Thank you for posting, even though the post is ancient, but it's the one we pinned in our profile, so it makes the most sense. Caught a shiny Varsity Jacket Pikachu from a field research task with a nice shiny emoji and everything like that. So big congrats, Jerry. We said how much we love that shiny in the jacket. It looks awesome. So glad to hear you picked up one.
There are some very obscure places where shinies of the week are appearing this week. And I've got one on Blue Sky.
What's that?
What? Ian, what's going on tonight?
I don't know.
Mark Bailey has said at incenspodcast.bsky.social. Unusual for me to be that guy, hyphenated, but first raid, hashtag shinies of the week, shiny tanned Varsity Pikachu. 529 CP as well, 15, 14, 13.
Lovely.
Love to see it. Love to see
Lovely.
it. Lovely. Yeah, and we got another one here. New gold Patreon member of the show, Master Laxus 42 at Incest Podcast. And he's put in typical Jen style. I will explain what that means in a minute. Laughy face. Thank you for the invite. Yeah, I sent out some remote raids on Saturday for this lovely purple orca. She's buzzing! ! Hashtag shinies of the week. Got the Shadow Shiny Kyogre off my remote raid. Beautiful to see it. And I do love to see someone who's caught a Pokemon with my town on it. Because like I said to Ian and Milo last week, I don't see the tag names because I'm on Android. Yes. On Apple, see my hometown on her catch card.
Oh yes, you actually get the proper geotag.
It's so cool. So I might be updating my phone soon. But yeah, Jen style, Manchester road trip, kept getting the shiny Pikachus. Every time she clicked on something, it was shiny. Jen has all the luck. Top.
There you go.
Yeah, so well done. Well done.
No, big congrats.
Go! For some great shiners of the week there. Thank you very much for sending them in and keep them coming. Whether you do it through our socials, X, Instagram, Threads, or Blue Sky, strangely, or whether you send it to us using our WhatsApp number, which is +44 759 269 5696. Shiners of the week through that would be great. Audio voice note shiners a week through that number would be even better. let's get some action.
Clarify the spelling?
Well, yes, the hashtag that you need is, it's not the one I use at the top of the show, it's hashtag SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. But that brings us to the end of episode 237. And all I need to do now is say... Well, not that. All I need to do now is say thank you very much for listening. We do appreciate each and every one of you that puts your ears on this show. And if you've got this far in the show, then it's awesome. Great. Thank you very much. If you support this show through your wallets, through our Patreon, then that really does mean a lot to us. We have 3 tiers to our Patreon. Bronze, which starts at £1 a week, £1 a month?
£1.50.
£1.50. We have silver, which is about £5 a month. And we have gold, which is about 25 quid a month. Obviously, that does vary depending on your country, the current equivalent in your local currency. But we do like to shout out our and
Gold member
by name. So I'm going to wait for whichever button Whitfield pushes now, and we will say thank you to you. Yes, our gold members are
Nice.
Well, they are nice, actually. JB, Kerry, and Zachary, Barside 2, Mandycroft, Mr. Mossam, Mufti, Dean DHL, and newest gold tier patron. And they're with us tonight, Master Laxus 42. Thank you so very much for your top tier support.
Hey, it's me, Pikachu.
And we also want to say thank you to our silver tier patrons. And you guys, you rock. We want to say thank you to KLXVI, Del Hazard, Spindiana, Laurie Beck, Steve in Norway, CC is Mad, McFloof, Saul, Haberfield, Lizzie George, Sander van der Drieser, Neonet, Ellen Rushton, James Alexander, Northern Soph, Tom Cattle, Robert Wilson, Miss Summer of 69, Malcolm Grinter, Geordie Castell, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, Geordie, The Hot Weasel, Shiny IKEA Mom, Tony of Pride, and Jono. Thank you for being... And we don't have a sound effect for thanking our admins, but there are 2 people behind the scenes that do an awful lot for this show. Very rarely hear their voices on the show, but we do want to say thank you to our admin team of Sue, Hermes Ninja, and Francesco, the Italian tripod himself. I am Pyrrhus. Thank you, guys. You are very much appreciated. And that is it. 237 is done. We will catch you next week. Sans 27.
Sans 27.
Sans 27.
Guys, we've got some good news.
What?
Oh, well, it's good news for one person on the planet.
Good news for Ken.
Yeah,
on
good
the
news for
planet.
Ken. Giggity. Max Monday sees Chansey on August the 25th.
Boys, I've got some better news.
What?
Well, Francesco's favourite pig is next week's Spotlight Hour. Yes, LeChonk has 2 times transfer candy on August the 26th.
Get your pink bacon in on that Tuesday. But I think I've got the best news.
What?
Of course, we gave you the counters for it, and on August the 27th, it's a birthday raid hour for our boy Marky. It's Necrozma, spelt correctly on the show notes. Well done, Ian. But it's raid hour, 6 or 7 p.m. Go get that thing and get it fused.
Get that thing.
And on that bombshell, we will see you next week. Well, 2 of us at any rate. 2 of you and a duck.
2 of us and a duck.
Actually, we could have
Maybe.
sound effect mark next week and we could call ourselves 2.5 men.
Well, what percentage is a duck of a human? It's not half, is it? Because that would be
Nowhere
one
near a
massive.
half.
Maybe a
That's
goose.
one monstrous duck if it's a half a person.
We need to find a goose sound effect.
12.3.
12.3%.